Uptrends.ai is a service with a simple but innovative idea of tracking stock prices using natural language systems within artificial intelligence. In this review, I will show you the functionality it offers and how you can use it to increase the profitability of your investment portfolio. I will also discuss its alerts, whether it's worth using its free plan, and compare it with competitors. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment if you encounter any issues or have questions about this. Uptrends.ai is a news aggregator covering all publicly traded stocks in the USA, which gathers data from over 1,000 sites, including leading sources like Finance Yahoo, Business Insider, Bloomberg, and others. Unlike similar aggregators, here you don't need to manually sift through the financial news stream. This will be done by artificial intelligence, which later will provide you a brief summary of key news and their context or sentiment. Setting up alerts doesn't require much time, as it uses a 3-step trigger system. You simply need to choose the company you're interested in and the type of alert for tracking. When the chosen trigger will be activated, you receive a notification to your email. This is a software as a service (SaaS) solution, so it's accessible from any device with internet access, but you need to create an account to use it. You can start with a free account, and trial versions of paid plans are also available without providing credit card details. I'll opt for the Essentials plan as the most optimal in terms of price and services provided. Later, I'll show you the advantages of paid subscriptions. After registration, you'll need to select the stocks and interest groups you're interested in. The further process is similar to registering on Twitter. You choose several companies and interest groups for your account. This information is confidential and can be changed at any time in the account settings. Your main tool for market monitoring in Uptrends is the dashboard. Here you'll find overall market assessment, forecasts of sentiment, bullish or bearish, and the most popular topics summarized by AI for stocks. The dashboard isn't static, so you can customize columns to your needs. By default, the list displays stocks of companies actively mentioned in recent news, but you can also use other lists or categorize them. For example, there are separate categories for real estate, biotech, cannabis, and other industries. Note that the charts are based on the selected period with a maximum of 90 days. If you encounter difficulties with the dashboard, you can use this video tutorial or write to us in the comments. All lists contain only the first 50 entries to avoid lengthy page loading times. To view overall statistics for your selected companies, use the My Watchlist category. You can add a company to the list in 2 ways. If your company is in one of the default tops, simply click on its name. If not, use the search. For example, let's search for Tesla stocks. Then on the page, enable alerts, and it's now in your watch list, and a trigger for notifications has been set up for it. On each stocks page, there is always brief information about it, including the IPO date and the category it belongs to. The main information is concentrated on the graph. Here is a general curve showing the stock price over the selected period. Below it, there are columns whose color changes depending on the sentiment during that period. The more green there is, the more bullish the sentiment was, while red indicates bearish and yellow indicates neutral. Dates of key alerts are marked with small lightning bolts. Each alert has its entry in the News Events section, which you can click on to get a brief summary by artificial intelligence. For example, this alert is related to a new lawsuit from Tesla's employees and mentioned in 15 different sources. Uptrends uses different types of alerts. For example, this one indicates a change in sentiment to bearish, which led to a decline in stock prices. AI literally describes what happened and why the market reacted this way in just 3 sentences. I'm ready to bet that you won't find such a concise summary on any specialized financial website. In the news events section, only important news directly related to the company is published. Therefore, it makes sense to regularly check the recent mentions section. News placed here doesn't have an AI-generated summary, so you can click on it to open the original source with the full version. For example, this news didn't cause significant changes in sentiment and wasn't included in the news events section. However, it contains an analytical forecast based on Tesla's recent actions, which can be useful for an investor planning a new long-term strategy. Dashboard and company pages are key pages in Uptrends, but let's also look at a few auxiliary ones. The first is trending alerts. Here you can read the content of alerts for all companies that have been triggered recently. In trending topics, news is focused not only on companies but also on general events that affect stock markets. For example, the most discussed topics on the market are expectations of company reports and their impact on Asian and American markets. And in this news, you can see that although the market is concerned about Boeing's recent issues, some investors still believe in it. In the settings, you can choose which news you want to receive notifications about. As you can see, alerts come in 5 types, from regular monitoring of mentions to potential mergers and acquisitions. Notifications on the phone are still under development, so let's look at how emails with alerts work. Here's an alert that a new lawsuit has been filed against Tesla, which the system classified under lawsuits and legal issues. Inside the email, I received a brief note about the essence of the lawsuit from warehouse workers. Initially, I assumed that the sources below confirmed this news, but it turned out that these were links to other lawsuits related to Tesla. Thus, I received an alert not about one, but about several lawsuits and legal issues. This email was received 5 days ago and implied mixed sentiments with a tendency towards a decline in Tesla's stock value. Note that the information in them is presented in the form of quotes, not processed by AI. At the same time, 4 out of 5 news items had a bearish sentiment about this. Also, once a week, Uptrends sends you a summary of news events and alerts. The first looks like a report. It includes an overall assessment of the market sentiment, the number of analyzed companies, and news for the past 7 days. You will also receive a list of the most discussed news and a summary of market sentiments by different categories. The weekly report on alerts has roughly the same structure, but focuses on news that most often triggered alerts. You might rightfully notice that many other resources offer similar services to Uptrends, but are they so convenient? To save you time, I've done a comparison by selecting 3 of the most popular services for tracking stock prices and financial news. The first one is Google Finance. Here you can view stock price charts over different periods. You can also compare your company's stocks with others, which can help you identify correlations, especially for companies in the same sector, such as technologies. Google has its own news aggregator called Google News, but as you can see, it only displays news for the past 2 days, while Uptrends does it for the past month. The only advantage of Google Finance is consolidated information from companies' financial reports. The service is free, and I couldn't find any information about any types of automatic alerts. The next service is Yahoo Finance, widely known primarily as a quality aggregator of financial news. Even in Uptrends, it is one of the most frequently cited sources of information. I encountered unresolved issues with the website in Firefox, so I had to open it in Chrome. Here you can also check charts with different dates attached and a summary of coefficients. The news block is quite extensive, as it is delivered from various sources including Reuters, Fortune, and Yahoo Finance's own materials. Video news about the company is also highlighted in a separate block, in our case, Tesla. You can compare stock prices with others, but Yahoo Finance's second advantage after news is the abundance of various metrics and characteristics. Here, the ratios of sales, orders, EBITDA, and other financial indicators are calculated in detail. There are also separate blocks of analysis charts of indicators and analyst expectations. If you decide to become a stock market investor seriously, these indicators will be useful to you, but for beginners, they are more likely to create unnecessary difficulties as they require professional experience for correct interpretation. And the third service is MarketWatch. Here, the chart course is the most friendly to customization, and there is an opportunity to create an alert, but only about reaching a certain price threshold. What I don't like about this service is the news block. It only includes news from the resource's editorial office, which may not always be up to date. Unlike Yahoo Finance, additional information here is hidden in such tabs, which include a huge amount of information from key indicators to the latest public transactions on the company's shares. Also, there is an excellent tool for creating charts that you can customize to display specific indicators. In summary, Yahoo Finance has an excellent news block. MarketWatch is convenient for working with indicators, and Google Finance is the only free tool. You can use any of these tools if it seems convenient to you compared to the concise interface of Uptrends, but let's also compare them in prices. Google Finance, as I mentioned earlier, is free and available to any user with a Google account. Yahoo Finance offers a Plus subscription, which you can try for free for 14 days. The cheapest light tier costs $250 per year and provides access to advanced alerts, additional investment ideas, and analysis tools. However, alerts will be based only on the key indicators. MarketWatch's cheapest option will cost you about €24 per year, but this is a promotional price, and it's unclear how long the promotion will last. For this, you will get access to additional tools and analytics capabilities on various devices. To access other projects of the company, especially well-known WSJ and Barron's, you will need to subscribe to more expensive plans. And finally, Uptrends. The free plan is available to everyone and provides access to the dashboard and its tools. You get 10 email alerts for the entire duration of the plan, but you will receive regular, weekly summary emails. The Basic Essentials plan costs $10 per month, offering the same features plus personalized emails and the ability to receive K alerts once a day. The Pro plan for $50 per month allows you to receive alerts in real-time mode, which can be crucial for trading stocks. Additionally, if you subscribe for a year up front, you'll receive a discount equivalent to the payment for 2 months. So, Uptrends allows you to keep track of your stocks without the need to constantly read financial news. You can use the free version to analyze data yourself or subscribe to receive alerts based on key triggers. By using AI in news analysis, Uptrends eliminates the hassle and saves your time. Moreover, it is significantly easier and cheaper to use compared to similar tools. It's an ideal tool for investment beginners and a must-have for experienced investors and analysts. Remember that this and all similar services only provide recommendations, so make investment decisions independently or consult with a broker before it.